Hello, and today we'll continue with Unveiling. She headed back to the others in their dining room with a satisfied smile. Piece of cake. I swallowed hard and followed after her. Well, I should get going, she said, taking her things. Goodbye, Adora. Be careful. I hope you accomplish many things today. Jaden smiled at her. Matthew brought a sheet of paper over to Adora. Before you go, check this out. It's you and me at our wedding. That's me carrying you with my big muscles. Matthew smiled and was very proud of his creation. Ah, thanks, Matthew. It's so inspiring. She laughed a bit awkwardly. What? Why? Why do I look like that? Adora ruffled Matthew's hair as he put away the drawing. You're welcome, my beloved future wife. Take care and beat up some bad guys. The little fox hugged her, then returned to his seat to continue his doodles. Take care, Adora. Her horse said suddenly, smiling at the panther. Yeah, thanks. Adora nailed her eyes at the horse and then made a watching you sign with her 2 fingers. The horse repeated the sign. I'm gonna kill. I'll walk you out, Aldi. I pushed the door away before things could escalate. Adora grumbled in annoyance. Be careful, Aldi. I smiled at her to try to lighten the mood. Thanks, I will. I put my paw on her arm. Thank you for trusting me. She smiled back as she opened the door. You better tell me everything. She sounded very demanding. At your service, pretty panther. I replied with my best imitation of one of her guards. Adora laughed and shook her head. I'll try to find out what I can about that horse. In the meantime, let's keep it a secret so as not to worry the animals in the village. I nodded. Take care of yourself and those 2, too. She nodded back towards the twins. You mean those 3, right? I retorted. She narrowed her eyes at me, annoyed. Goodbye. Adora closed the door behind her. Well, I thought it was funny. Okay, it's almost time to open. I'll go check on those 3. I jumped when I realized the horse was standing right behind me. Hey, how are you feeling? I was just about to go check on the 3 of you. I smiled. The horse looked at me with an expression of discomfort and realized that his legs were shaking as he stood there trying to cross them. I feel weird. Wait, does he feel like he's going to? The horse took another step closer, waiting for me to help him. No, I think you drank too much water. I guess you want to go to the bathroom, right? I laughed a bit nervously. Bathroom. Horse repeated the word and nodded urgently. Okay, follow me. We both walked towards my room. As we got to my bathroom, I opened the door and looked at the horse. Go ahead. The horse looked at the bathroom, then back at me, very confused. Oh, no. Did he also forget how to go to the bathroom? What do I do now? Do you know how to pee? Asked him, hoping he'd say yes. No. He answered almost immediately. Of course you don't know how. This is fantastic. Just... Okay, don't panic, Arthur. You have to try improvising. You can do this, Arthur. It can't be that hard. I took another look at the huge horse who was looking back at me with concern. This is going to be a complete disaster. Well, you feel that way because you drink a lot of water. The water accumulates inside your body, so you have to let it all out to get rid of it. Why am I explaining all this? This is not going to help him to pee. The horse just tilts his head, and you get rid of it by this is very uncomfortable. You see, you have this thing between your legs, just beneath your underwear. My face was going to be red for the rest of my life. The horse looked down at his pants and pulled out his waistband to look at his crotch. Oh, this thing. The horse sounded a little surprised. Yeah, there. I'm dying. Okay, now you have to stand in front of the toilet. I pointed at the toilet so that he would know what I was talking about. And then you have to take out that thing between your legs and I watched horrified as the horse slowly began to remove his pants. No, not right now. I yelled, quickly hiding my face. Pull your pants back up, please. I kept my face covered with my paws a moment longer, then peed between my fingers. The horse was fully dressed again. Well, thank you. Now, stand in front of the toilet. The horse did as I said and stood where I had pointed it. Good. When I close the door, you're going to take out your thing and then let the water out. Got it? The horse nodded at me. Thank the gods. A sigh of relief. When you finish, you have to pull that lever. I pointed at the handle on the toilet. And also, don't forget to put that thing away. The horse nodded vigorously, his legs trembling. Oh, sorry. I'll let you take care of that. I shut the bathroom door and sighed tightly. This is the hardest thing I've ever had to explain to anyone. Oh, gods. I can't believe he always got naked in front of me. My face turned red thinking about seeing the horse strip his shorts off. His undergarments were kind of strange. The color was unusually bright. Can you even buy clothes like that in this town? Why would someone like this huge horse buy something like that? Arthur, stop thinking about his underwear. Just get up about it. Ugh. I hope everything goes all right with Arthur. Ah. Jane's voice startled me. Oh, Jaden. I smiled a little nervously. Sorry if I interrupted you. Don't worry. I was just showing Mr. Horace where the bathroom was. I laughed, stuttering a bit. Why are you so red? Are you unwell? Are you feeling feverish? The little fox looked very worried. Oh, it's just very hot in here. Phew. Wiped my paw across my forehead to brush away imaginary sweat. There's no way Jaden was going to buy this terrible performance. But was there something he wanted to tell me? I quickly changed the subject. Oh, sure. Do you need me to help you with the bills today before you open the restaurant? The little fox asked, hoping to help. The bills. I'm sorry, I didn't even make that much yesterday for you to need to help. I cut myself off short suddenly. Wait, I think I will need your help. I walked to my closet and took out the bag of money that Ziliaris gave me yesterday. Here, can you count all this? I handed Jaden the bag. The little fox looked at me confused and opened it up. Arthur, this is a lot of gold coins. We gave you all this. Jaden nearly jumped when he realized how much there was. I'll tell you later. I really didn't want to tell him who gave me all that money. Could you count it all and deduct whatever is necessary to cover the expenses? The little fox understood that I didn't want to keep talking about it. Sure, I will do it. He held the bag tightly. Thank you very much, I smiled. I'll join you in a moment. I'm going to wait for Mr. Horace so I can ask him a few things. Jaden nodded and headed for the kitchen. After a moment, I heard the bathroom door opened. The horse came out with a satisfied smile. Hey, everything went well? The horse nodded slowly, still keeping that goofy smile of his. I'm glad. We're relieved. Oh, do you wash your paws?
Mm-hmm.
The horse looked at me confused. Here, I'll teach you. I walked over to my bathroom sink and grabbed the soap. Watch, just like this. I turned on the faucet and began to lather up the soap. Seeing this, the horse came over, took the soap into his own paws, and copied the motion I had demonstrated. Then put the soap in his mouth. Don't eat it. He made an amusing face of disgust. The horse stared at me in a funny way as I laughed. Oh, sorry for laughing at you. I like when you made that face. I admitted with a bit of embarrassment. Oh, I mean, you know, I like how funny it looks. Not like love. I like it when you laugh, Arthur. This kind of caught me off guard. I felt myself start to blush. Let's finish washing our paws. I laughed nervously and tried to change the subject. The horse agreed. Well, now that he can communicate a little better, I might as well ask him some questions to try to jog his memory. How are you feeling so far? Is anything hurting? The horse sat over himself, touching various parts of his body. He looked at me and shook his head. That's good. I'm glad you're not injured. I smiled. How are you feeling? He asked me, tilting his head a little. Yes, I feel good too. Thanks for asking. I'm glad that you don't feel hurt. The horse smiled at me. Can you remember a friend of yours or someone else close to you? The horse looked at me a little confused. Friend? Yeah, you know, someone who cares about you. You help each other out and, well, you laugh at each other too sometimes. I didn't realize how hard it was to explain something so simple. The horse seemed to have understood my strange explanation after all. Are you my friend, Arthur? The horse caught me off guard again. Yes, I think we are already friends. The horse smiled at me, very pleased with my answer. How do you remember your name? Do you remember your name yet? The horse pursed his lips, trying to think of something. Suddenly, his eyes widened with excitement. My name is Hans the Brave. He stared, doing Matthew's triumphant pose. How many crazy ideas did that little fox put into this horse? No, that's not your name. I laughed a little at the ridiculous pose he was doing. That's the name of the character in Matthew's stories. The horse stopped posing and lowered his head sadly. Oh, don't get discouraged. We'll figure this out. The horse resumed his natural stance and nodded. Well, I think that's all I can think of to ask him. So in short, I found out absolutely nothing about the horse. I wanted to at least know his name so I could stop calling him Mr. Horse or the Horse. I could try to continue. Suddenly the horse began to wriggle his back and make awkward gestures. He was trying to reach with his paws to get at something behind him, but because his arms were so muscular, he couldn't seem to touch wherever it was. Is everything okay? Does your back hurt? Got a little closer to him. I feel something strange in my back. The horse kept trying to reach that strange thing. Oh, do you have an itch? He nodded quickly when he heard the word itch. Let me help you with that. went to the horse's side and began to gently scratch his back with my claws. I could tell I had found the exact spot when his face turned to one of pure bliss. The scratching for a while, the horse turned around and away from me completely. More. I looked at the horse's broad, muscular back. Does your back itch a lot? Yeah. It itches so much. With that very exaggerated tone of voice, I could easily tell that he was lying very badly. Well, that's fine if he wants me to keep scratching him. Any excuse to touch his huge back just a little longer. I swallowed hard and placed both paws on his back. I slowly ran my claws over his broad upper back. His back was very firm to the touch. It didn't take much force to feel the firmness of all the muscles that were so clearly visible and well defined. He had so many scars all over his back. Well, he really is a warrior, and a very fierce and hot one. It's super hair to remove those intrusive, horny thoughts. Every time my claws passed over a place that was obviously pleasant for him, the horse's tail moved like a whip. I continued my caresses to his lower back end. I was extremely surprised when I found a very peculiar scar. This one has visible letters. This one has very visible letters, and if the intention was to create a word with a wound, it says Blas. Blas. The horse turned around to look at me because my shouting caught his attention. You have a name written on your back. It says Blas. Is that your name? Blas. The horse stood still for a moment, considering the name. Then he nodded, confirming my question. It's my name. I quickly took both of his arms. Let's try to know your name. We did it. We figured it out. It took me a second to realize I was hopping with excitement while my paws were clasped against his arms. I'm sorry, I got a little carried away. I released my hold on him and laughed a little, blushing. Let's go to the kitchen to tell Martha and Jaden about it. The horse nodded very happily. I think my assignment was contagious. The two of us went to the kitchen where Jaden was carefully counting the money and Matthew continued to make crayon drawings. The horse walked up to the twins. My name is Blaze. Nice to meet you. The horse made the same triumphant pose from a moment ago. Nice to meet you, Blaze. I'm Jaden. The pose of the horse took the little fox by surprise. I'm Matthew. Yeah, it's just a cool hero pose, Sir Blaze. Now that you know your name, you can be Blaze the Brave, and I'll be Matthew the Master of Stealth. We're going to draw our weapons. Blaze nodded to Matthew and sat down near him to watch him draw. Can you help me check if everything is right, Arthur? The little fox nervously caught my attention. Of course, yes. I took the seat between Blaze and Jaden. I held the little fox's paw like always, and he gave me a slightly embarrassed smile. Jaden had a lot of gold coins stacked up, I guess to keep track of things, but despite that I noticed that the bag was still more than half full. Just how much money did Ziliaris give me? I started to worry that it really was an excessive amount. I tried not to focus on the coins and look at all the paperwork Jaden had been working on as a distraction. I still don't understand a single thing about what Jaden writes on this paper. Oh, Jaden, I think you got this number wrong here. The little fox quickly checked where I indicated and instantly looked at me, almost horrified. You're right. Jaden kept looking at me with some surprise. How did you know? I was speechless because even I couldn't believe what had just happened. Huh? How was I able to... I screamed after feeling someone grab my paw. I looked over to where Blas was. He had my paw intertwined with his. What are you doing? The horse looked at Jada and then at me, saying nothing. He's copying how I'm holding paws with Jaden. Both little foxes looked at us with some confusion. I think my squealing scared them. It's okay. He sometimes copy accents to refresh his memory. Again, my face began to burn with embarrassment. Really? Let me try something. Look at me, Sir Blas. The little fox made a funny gesture at Blas and he copied it. Then the little fox stuck his finger up his nose and so did the horse. Stop making Mr. Blas copy your nonsense, Matthew. The little fox scolded his brother. What's so funny? Matthew was balancing in his chair with that boundless energy of his, and then Blas started imitating Matthew. But he was bouncing with more intensity because of his strength. A wooden chair was smashed to pieces by the sides and force of Blas's bouncing. The horse fell onto his back with his arms outstretched in a dizzy expression. Blas, are you alright? I quickly tried to help him up. Matthew. Jaden looked very upset with his brother. What? It's not my fault that chairs can't hold the weight of a super warrior. That's use again. Matthew, the master of stealth, escapes. The little fox ran towards the restaurant. Come back here and apologize to Arthur and Mr. Blas. Jaden ran after his brother. My chair. I cried internally as I helped Blas up. After picking up and throwing away the pieces of my destroyed chair, we all got ready to open my restaurant. The twins served the few customers that arrived. Okay, a little pepper for this. 2 tomatoes. A pinch of oregano. Meanwhile, Blas was just standing in the kitchen watching me prepare meals. I guess he doesn't want to sit down for fear of breaking another chair. He noticed that he was salivating and as he watched me put the ingredients into things. Do you want a bit? Do you want a little bit? The horse approached me at the spearlight. Yeah, he really wants to try it. I got a spoonful of some of the stew I was making. I'll blow on it a bit first because it's very hot. I made sure it was cool enough to eat. Here you go. I tried to give him the spoon, but Blas leaned his head in to eat the stew from it while I was still holding it. The horse savored the stew with a pleasant smile on his face. How is it? I asked him a little nervously. Delicious, he said, licking his lips. Thanks. I blushed a little. Suddenly, Blas snatched the spoon from me. Boy. Wait, leave some for the customers. Be very careful on the way back, okay? Open the door of my restaurant. We will be, Arthur. The little fox took his brother's paw. Goodbye, Blas the brave. Matthew waved goodbye to the horse. Goodbye, Matthew, master of stealth. Bye, Jaden. He said goodbye to both little foxes. Matthew chuckled proudly at the horse using his heroic name. Jaden rolled his eyes. In my Mr. Blas, it was a pleasure meeting you. He said very politely, well, before you go, I want to give you both something. I took some gold coins from the bag that Jaden was counting for me. Thank you very much for your help. He handed each one a gold coin. Wow. Are you sure, Arthur? The little fox looked slightly worried. Yeah, money. Jaden narrowed his eyes at his brother. Here, Arthur, I'll pay you back for breaking your chair. He said very disheartened. Don't worry, it was an accident. You can keep the coin. I smiled. Yeah, now I can finally buy a sword and equipment to kill bad guys. I looked at Jaden a little scared. Don't let him buy any of that. Jaden nodded. And this is for your mom. He handed 3 more coins to Jaden. Arthur, this is too much. You may need this for the restaurant. Relax, it's okay. You already helped me to separate what's necessary from the restaurant, and there's still a lot of money left. I interrupted the little fox before he got any more concerned. Alright, thank you very much. I smiled at them, putting my paw on his head and ruffling his hair a bit. Let's go, Jaden. Bye. The twins were gone. Blast and I headed back towards the kitchen. I'll be here cleaning all the dirty dishes. If you want, you can go to my room to rest for a while. The horse nodded and headed towards my room. Alright, let's clean up. I'll clean. I dropped my paws for a towel. Looking out the window, I could see the stars and some street lamps. I guess our daughter isn't coming today. I hope she's okay and managed to get everything taken care of. Today was a very strange day because of Blast, but at least everything's under control and there were no injuries, well without counting my deceased chair. Aside from that, it's good that he's starting to be able to communicate again and that he remembers his name. Speaking of, I think it's time to go check on it. I noticed my restaurant stopped me from going to my room. I headed towards the restaurant and began to light all the candles using one that was already lit. I tried to find the source of the sound, but everything seemed to be in order. Maybe it was just my imagined Arthur. But suddenly appeared scaring me. But Blaz, is everything okay? The horse shook his head. I feel weird. He said before giving a big yawn. Think you wanna sleep now? Sleep. He peered the world. I'm a little tired too. How about we both go to sleep? Blaz nodded slowly and rubbed his eyes with his paws. I think he's falling asleep right now. We both walked towards my room. Blaz yawned once more as he sat on the edge of my bed. I opened my closet to get out the blankets to put on the floor for me to sleep on. I also got an extra one for Blaz. Take this. I gave him the blanket and he grabbed it with both paws in case he get cold. Blaz looked at me a little confused. You lay it out like this. I spread a seat out on the floor. Obviously your body not on the floor. I laughed a little. The horse nodded and pulled the blankets up near him. I got my sleeping clothes out of my closet. Then I went into my bathroom and quickly changed. Then I came out. Blaz was lying on his side facing where I had put my makeshift bed. I noticed the horse yawn again. You're still awake? I was waiting for you. I blushed a little at first, but quickly realized something. You don't know how to sleep, do you? I forced a smile. Blaz just shook his head. It's very simple. Just close your eyes and try to relax. I said as I lay down on the floor, like this. I shut my eyes and pretended to snore for a moment. I opened them again, but I heard the horse start to laugh. Oh, I like when he laughs too. You know how to sleep now? Blaz nodded. Then he held his paw out for me. Take my paw. I think he's referring to when I grabbed his paw this morning. Oh, it's not necessary to hold paws to sleep. Blaz tilted his head a bit. Good night. I quickly hid under my seats while pretending to snore again. Then I felt Blaz place his paw on top of me. But what is he doing? Beat out from under the seats. We really don't. I stopped myself short when I realized that Blaz was already asleep. His paw drifted down to my chest. Looking at his face, I couldn't help but think how cute and handsome he looked. I think I'm okay with his paw resting on top of me. Somehow, it makes me feel safe. It really feels different sleeping next to someone. I never felt this kind of comfort before, like I'm feeling now with Blaz. Why does he make me feel this way? Why? I sit my head to try to stop overthinking things so much. Go to sleep tomorrow. I have to help Blas recover of his memory. I close my eyes, still feeling the sensation of comfort, but I think I could get used to this. Good night. Thanks so much for playing to build two of Unveiling. A big shout out to everyone who helped on the development of Unveiling. You can see all of them in the About screen. A big shout out to our patrons. If you want to help us continue to release more content and improve the visual novel, please consider supporting us on Patreon. There are rewards for those who contribute the most to the project, like personalized thanks with a drawing of your persona OC and the appearance of your character, a small role or as an extra. This tier is very limited right now, but we will open more slots eventually. Follow us on Twitter to stay up to date. See you soon. Hey, so I think Blas, if that's his real name, is starting to sound a little less like a baby, to the point that he is, like he said, he felt weird or something like that. So I think he at least know what it feels like to be weird, like something's not wrong with him. I mean, like when I think he knows what it's like to feel weird, like there's something wrong with him. Now, I think he's aware of some things, but he still has amnesia. I mean, he is aware of himself. He himself is aware that he has amnesia, because he even said himself that he has amnesia. So apparently, there's still some very basic concepts that he knows nothing of, such as how to sleep or how to urinate. Like, Arthur literally had to teach him how to urinate, and he apparently didn't know what the thing between his legs was. And Arthur had to teach him how to urinate and how to hold his thing and how to use a toilet. So I don't know how he became amnesiac. I don't know. He was in a fierce battle with somebody. And somebody struck a blow at him so hard that it knocked him out physically. I mean, mainly somebody knocked him out. A solid punch, or somebody knocked him out in the head with a weapon so much that it caused him head injuries or trauma, something like that, that made him lose his memories. But certainly, this horse is a warrior. He looks like a warrior. The huge muscular body, the sword, and I think he has a sword, right? Anyway, he's certainly a warrior, so he's certainly not a dumb person. I certainly believe that he's a smart person who I think his job will be to go out and protect people, kind of like what Adora does. He goes out and protect people, and I believe eventually, once his memories slowly starts to come back, but once he, I believe eventually, once his memories slowly starts to come back, and, but once he, I believe eventually, once his memories slowly starts to come back, and, but once he, I believe eventually, once his memories slowly starts to come back, and, but once he, I believe eventually, once his memories slowly starts to come back, and, but once he, I believe eventually, once his memories slowly starts to come back, and, but once he, I believe eventually, once his memories slowly starts to come back, and, but once he, I believe eventually, once his memories slowly starts to come back, and, but once he, I believe eventually, once his memories slowly starts to come back, and, but once he, I believe eventually, once his memories slowly starts to come back, and, but once he, I believe eventually, once his memories slowly starts to come back, and, but once he, I believe eventually, once his memories slowly starts to come back, and, but once he, I believe eventually, once his memories is no longer enthusiastic and that he has all his memories back, we'll see a different side of him. I mean, not one that is, like, don't know what basic concepts is, or kind of like someone who is kind of have the mind of a little child or baby, but as a confident and skilled person who is very knowledgeable about being a warrior. I think eventually that's what's going to happen. He'll be back to his regular self, and I assume he'll be one who is very knowledgeable and just more confident about himself. Since he's a warrior, that's what you need. So that was the second build of Unveiling. Hope you all enjoyed it. All the information for the game's in the description box below. Thank you all very much for watching. Bye.